Hey guys, we are at the Protomachine / StanceWorks shop, looking at the LS M3 and the NSX. They're doing some work for us. The LS M3 is from Motorsport Hardware, is here for a cage. We're doing some weight reduction, gonna tube the front end. This car has gotten pretty fast and it was kind of scary driving this thing with a roll bar. So Mike, hi Mike, and Riley, and Ryan, the owner of the car, all got together to make this thing a little bit safer.
Yeah, I had a bunch of people like, oh, I thought the car had a cage. Oh, yeah, you're dangerous.
Yeah, this thing is a little terrifying. And then the NSX, I've got a lot of questions of where this thing has been, and it is here. I did a bit of work to it during the downtime. We found a lot of things that were wrong with it in testing, and a big part of that was the fabrication. The manifold was a bit of a compromise. It was a modified Sidewinder. So that's all been removed to do something completely custom. The guys and I have teamed up and they're gonna do full-on custom turbo manifold, relocate the turbo, relocate the intercooler, make it a lot easier to work on. AK did a great job, but it was kind of a compromise based on time that we had to do. And the Protomachine boys are going to do more of a full-on custom setup, exactly the way I wanted it and envisioned it in my mind. I'm not skilled in that way, but they are, so take care of that and hopefully have that done in the next month and start testing again, so we have ample time for Super Lap Battle, finish up the 2019 season strong, and get hopefully 5-10 track days in to really test it out, and then prepare it for 2020, hopefully after a successful Super Lap Battle in 2019, and do Super Lap Battle at COTA, the full global time attack season, their pro season, Road Atlanta, New Jersey, and Buttonwillow again, and if they add anything to the calendar, try to do that as well. So that's where this thing has been. Actually, I haven't seen it in a little bit. We were waiting on a few things. Teamed up also with Vibrant Performance. Those guys have been awesome. The car was already built with Vibrant beforehand, and I pretty much had to tear it all out, so wanted to do it all over again with Vibrant, and those parts are somewhere around here, somewhere in the shop. I can get them dismounted and boxed up and shipped out. So yeah, getting there. Both of these cars should be finished within the next month. This one is most of the way done. The cage is 90% there. The door bars aren't in, just for ease of getting in and out. Same with the rear diagonal. Only big project left is the front end, which should be done, I think they're estimating, like I said, 3-4 weeks. Same with this car, work on them in tandem. And hopefully get lots of testing and ready soon. When is your car coming back?
Well, I was supposed to go get it today.
Oh yeah, what happened with that?
It's done. Basically, the discussion was don't put a car cover on it for at least a month because
makes sense.
You don't want to mar it up or anything while the paint's soft. But I didn't want to leave it in here for a month without a cover on it because that happens in a matter of days. Because this car has been cleaned a few times since it's gotten here.
Really?
So, yeah.
Don't even worry about it. It literally, like, I haven't even, despite how long it's been here, I haven't cut and buffed the paint yet. So it's going to go to the body shop and detailer, and they'll do all that. So.
But I didn't want that happening over the course of a month with nothing on it on super fresh paint. So
that makes sense.
Basically, it's going to live in my buddy in Phoenix's garage for a month, and then I'll go get it and bring it back. And
that's
hopefully
cool.
By that point, we'll have your car out of here and have that thing out of here. That'll be going on.
Well, that's kind of news I was hoping to hear. So I was like, oh, I wonder when I'm going to have it back.
Yeah, no, it's on the list. Basically, we're finishing this up for Joey, and then we're going to get your stuff done and get that out of here. Get it back over to you.
Sweet, thank you.
And we need to get that thing out of here soon. So.
Which one, the E34 or the E9?
E34 too. Where's the E9 going? Somebody's?
So the car belongs to, I guess, a client of Jeff Ty. So he basically, when he dropped it off, he said, "Hey, this can live here indefinitely. I don't want it back until you have to give it back." But
he started stopping by.
he has iterated every time he's come by. He's like, "Hey, I'm not stopping by to put pressure on getting that car back. I don't."
He was like, I just wanted to hang out. You guys are doing a header for the C9?
Yeah, so equal length header, and then it's going to get complete exhaust as well. So.
Are they going to be production as well?
He wants to jig up the header and make them, reproducible. So
I see.
That's something that we're going to do. And fortunately, there's not a ton of restraints because, as you can see on that,
Yeah, I was going to say there's so much space in there.
So, be pretty simple and give us something to kind of play with. So
That's cool, dude. I don't know what it is. We had a cool E9 come into the shop like 2 weeks ago, and ever since then, I think they've slowly become my favorite BMW, and I really, really want one. If only they weren't so crazy expensive now.
Yeah.
And you get
where a expensive shell is, if you want one.
yeah, I'm good.
A very expensive shell.
I think Millie would be quite upset if I told her I bought another shell. I'm like, hey, I'm clearing cars out of the shop and buying shells to replace them.
Yeah.
Taking running cars and replacing them with garbage. You ever miss your E9?
Maybe,
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I wish I still had it. Part of that's just because I know how much more it'd be worth now. When I thought I may not have been it. So.
You're like, oh man, what a deal.
And at the time, I never considered the fact that I probably won't ever get to own another one.
Right?
That didn't factor into my selling it.
Yeah. That's like the only reservation I have with selling the 911 is I know that once I sell it, like I won't pay air-cooled prices. Plus, I'll probably just blow through that money on something stupid and be like, okay, I can't ever own one of these again.
Even if it seems like you're getting a lot of money out of a car, it goes away immediately.
Yeah.
All right, Amir. So we get your car done. You're going to the skid pad.
Yeah, we're taking this thing.
Yeah.
And the truck that's outside.
So the reason it's up, I'm going to measure the motion ratios and send the shocks back to PSI so that they can revolve them. But that said, what do I need to do to get out there?
Nothing. And once you're comfortable with it, we're pretty much good to go. They're really cool, and I know the people at Willow Springs, so I don't think they'll really say anything. And I don't think they give us too much trouble anyway. So you designed all of the geometries on both this and the truck, just like sketched or off the top of your
He
head.
put it all on paper, and then I did mine on the computer.
So you did yours in CAD?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, it's rad seeing like the push rods and everything. Did you actually did you put the motion ratios and everything on paper, or were you kind of like
I mean,
winging it?
I made them as close as I could to 1-to-1, but it's not possible. So
Yeah.
I think the front was 0.81. Front was 0.81 and the rear is like 0.87. But because of the angle of the push rod, I'm gonna have to measure it out the old school way. And
do one exactly.
Because I think it's gonna be
I think even on
great.
pro race cars where it's like everything's CNC'd unless they run it in geometry software, and even then I think you would still check it. So
yeah, I don't think it's possible to kind of. I mean, I guess it's possible, but not by any of my methods. You could run it through, like you said, geometry software. But
Sussberg or whatever.
yeah, for me, I got to do it the old school way.
I think that's kind of cool because of how just what the car is. The fact that you did it the old school way, I actually like that even more. I think that's kind of cool. It goes with it. I can't wait to see this thing run. It already sounds like that dyno video at full tilt was insane.
It'll be interesting. I've driven his truck more than I've driven this. So it'll be interesting. I don't really know what to expect.
How's the truck?
I'm hoping, but I don't know what to expect. So.
Do you have what's left to get this thing pretty much ready to go? Because I know you did the majority of it, right? Like I know you guys wanted to go through a bit of the wiring and
Basically, he's working on the harness.
So that's that mess there is starting from scratch on a new wiring harness for the engine.
cool.
But basically that, and then the shocks getting revalved isn't mandatory, but I want to because I know that they're at the upper limit of their rate handling capability. So just that, and then I have to decide whether or not I want to do different master cylinders for the brakes. I think that they're too big.
So are they a little is there a lot of play, a lot of travel in them, or?
No, there's not very much at all. It's a super stiff pedal. So I think the masters are too big. So trying to push too much volume at once, because the pedal ratio is super short. So I think I should do smaller masters and brake pads, and that's it.
And then ready to rock. How about the truck? I know dynoing that thing's been a disaster. How's that going?
I mean, I haven't really pursued any of it just due to time. It's one of those things where I've got to link up with the tuner and get him on a schedule, and then also find time to get over to the dyno and spend what will inevitably be a day there. But otherwise, the truck, I mean, drives great. I've put, a handful of miles on it.
Really? Good for you. I'm glad you're driving it and enjoying it. Now we just need to get it to the point where you're comfortable with the tune, so we can go rip on that thing.
Yeah, so I can beat on it and
yeah.
scare myself more than I already am.
I think it's terrifying.
Yeah, so basically fuel pressure regulator, remote oil filter, coolant overflow, all that stuff will get laser cut. Probably water jetted mounts that'll get welded on so that they're hung nicely and solidly. Probably figure out some bracketry to hold the headlight deletes.
Oh, is that what these are?
Yeah. So that'll lose quite a bit of weight. And then off of that, like I said, the aluminum upper radiator support. The radiator support structure will have mounts for heat extractor. It'll be aluminum. How do you want to cut the hood? Or do you want to cut the hood? I think those are going to be too far back.
Yeah, we'll probably get another hood. I think, do we have a carbon or fiberglass hood on the way? Yeah, so I have some hood vents and we'll do something custom on there kind of to help with that. So you're going to make an extractor for it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
That saves me time.
for it. It gets it as close to...
You still have the clips inside?
We might need the hood. So I'd like to actually seal it to the hood.
Okay, cool.
And then off of the bottom of that, we'll have an oil cooler mount to mount that, and then we will have to get the intake probably up over the V-mount.
Okay, yeah, because I think, are we going to, Ryan, did you still want to put the intake as straight as possible?
Which one?
The intake, like run it straight down? Are we still going to try to do that, or are we just going to get it out of the way?
Yeah, so
Okay,
the
so run it above it.
radiator, I'm assuming, will probably be about this high. Then we'll shove it back under the crank pulley, so it'll be
Okay.
about this high.
And it needs to dodge an air cleaner.
Yeah, so it'll have to come straight down and dump like right in the
Like
middle.
right above it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Whether or not we'll be able to get like a full, like 4-inch round tube or not, might have to make an oval section.
Okay,
for
that
it.
makes sense.
But then the heat extractor will basically V out and go out next to it, seal up against the hood.
Cool.
So yeah, it should work.
Awesome, so a little bit further along then. How's the cage? Is this all done?
Basically, it's fully welded. The only thing that's not in the cage right now is the door bars, but they're finished. They're just not in place because
Getting in and
out's a pain.
Understandable.
So all that's left in here, aside from putting those back in, is the rear diagonal has to go in, and it's out for the same reason, climbing in and out.
Yeah.
Plinth boxes have to go in. They're all done. And then door bars. And so we got the front towers, front strut tower bars figured out. So we have our trajectory route. So they're going to go through here with a slight bend up to the dash bar, and then one node up here with the other bar dropping straight down to the plinth box. So
Cool.
yeah, we're on the home stretch. I mean, cage pretty much done. It's super close. So.
Awesome. Well, it looks killer. Yeah, let's say, because last time I was here, I don't think any of this stuff was in, and a lot of it was just kind of in place, but oh yeah, I see, like, so the plinths need to go in. The rear's pretty much all done.
Yeah, plinths, and then we'll have one diagonal from this corner up in the top, above your head, down
Okay.
to this point down here.
Perfect.
That'll finish out the rear. We got to put the rear trunk floor in now that it's all cut out. Yeah, like I said, we're really on the home stretch back here. So
Cool. And run the exhaust through there, and do you, oh yeah, you guys are going to make the exhaust, right?
yeah, if Ryan still wants to go for it.
You still doing it, Ryan?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And then you said last time, you said you wanted to just bite the bullet and go titanium.
We're going to do Inconel headers and titanium exhaust.
Headers next.
Just kidding. Are you going to do a titanium exhaust?
I gotta be cool like you.
I'm glad it influenced you into doing bad things.
Feels good to do bad things.
It does. The difference is that mine probably costs like 1/5 what yours costs because my exhaust is like this long.
It'll be worth it. It'll be sweet. It'll sound awesome. And
Yeah.
I didn't read
It'll
the
save a
CCR
lot.
any length. I didn't read any length.
Yeah, I mean, we could technically,
So technically, it could go out your door.
it could.
That
You don't have a passenger seat.
I'm
It sound real cool.
all for that.
Okay.
We can cross that bridge maybe a little bit later.
I'm just more eager to see what it sounds like.
Oh,
It's gonna sound good.
Especially oval tube. Because who did we
Yeah.
find that has titanium oval? We found titanium oval the other day, so.
So there we go.
I mean, if you want to ball out.
Yeah.
If you
I
have
would think
money burning a
slant-
hole in your pocket.
Slant cut circle tubes are cool too.
Ryan's like, oh no, we're getting carried away here.
Stop. Stop.
Sorry, Ryan. My imagination's running wild.
That's where creativity begins.
That's right.
What's the power steering for? Yeah, that small one. Your lights are cool. Those lights are cool.
What's up?
I like the lights.
Thanks.
Yeah, let's of the blinds. Shutter. I think so rad.
There's quite a bit of room under there for the radiator tucked back under the crank pulley. Easier to see without the splinter on there.
Mm-hmm. There's a show I started watching called Full Custom Garage. The guy has a really chill attitude, so it gets kind of boring. But he's not. He does these wild builds where he actually cut cars in half, widens them 6 inches and stuff.
And he doesn't just scream at you the whole time.
No.
That's unusual.
Just imagine people make so much more work for themselves.
Right here on the shelf. Why the fuck would you put it away? Stop putting things where they're supposed to be. That's where they are.
Where it wasn't.
This thing's cool.
Where it was supposed to be.
Could you drive this sitting in it for 4 hours?
Dude, no way. I'm such a fucking pussy nowadays. Like, that's the reason why I don't track the 911. I don't like driving it without a heater. I'm soft.
Oh man, we're getting old.
I know, right? Now everything's sore and I don't like driving when I'm uncomfortable. Mike, how do I get out of this thing? You don't?
Lever, like a little button. Right there, see that? Just like, so like grab, see this lip? Yep, so push up on it.
Oh, that's cool.